Dear students, I welcome all of you in the another session of transportation engineering. So we have been discussing about highway planning and development in India. So whenever we hear the word planning, one thing that strikes in our mind is about management persons or MBA persons, the persons who are engaged with project management or any kind of managerial work. So what we are going to discuss in this particular topic is we are going to discuss the highway planning and the development of Nagpur road plan and the concept and formula. See, first of all, we need to have the proper understanding. So we are going to discuss the highway development and planning. What we are going to cover is why the planning and development of highway is required, when the first plan was initiated, and how it can be useful for us whenever we are discussing about the highway designing approach. So let me tell you that there are total three plans that we are going to study. They are called as three 20-year plans. Now, why three plans? Why 20-year plans? Because the tenure of these plans was in the range of 20 years. Now, why, when, and how? We need to discuss the answers of these particular questions. So, as we all know, that planning is prerequisite whenever we are discussing about developing a good thing. If we do not have any kind of planned approach, then at the end there will be only regrets. So, whenever we are discussing about planning of highway or the designing of highway, a good plan must be there, and a good plan can reduce number of efforts after the afterward efforts. So what we are going to discuss is how the 20-year plan mechanism was initiated. So as I already mentioned in the earlier slide that during 1914 to 1918, the Second World War was happened. During this Second World War, what happened in India what happened in India is during the Second World War, the demand of vehicle goods was quite high. Demand was increased because various war troops and military assignments, military people were moving from one place to another using the road transport. So, by analyzing this scenario during these 4 years, 1914 to 1918, the chief engineers of various states of India decided to meet at one place in order to define various mechanisms through which the road development can be improved. So in 1943, what happened is in 1943 at Nagpur, there was a conference which was organized, and the conference had major members of chief engineers of various states in India. So the conference of chief engineers was held in Nagpur in 1943, and various kind of actions were discussed, that how the road development should be initiated in India, what should be the strategy for the same, how the what I can say, the deteriorated road pavement surface can be improved. It should be developed on a greater note. These are all the things that were discussed in that particular meeting. So during that meet, I repeat, Nagpur was the place, 1943 was the year where three plans were initiated. These three plans had the tenure of 20 years. First 20-year plan had the tenure of 1943 to 1963. There were certain goals which were decided that they should be accomplished by the year of 1963. But the goals were achieved by the end of 1961. So the second 20-year plan was initiated from 1961 and it ranges to 1981. And the third one was from 1981 to 2001. Though the permission of this particular plan was given in 1984. So there are total three 20-year plans. First is called as Nagpur Road Plan, the another plan is called as Lucknow Road Plan, and the another one is called as Bombay Road Plan. Out of all these three plans, what we are going to discuss in this session is we are going to discuss first 20-year plan, that is the Nagpur Road Plan. Okay, we are discussing first 20-year plan, Nagpur Road Plan. The tenure is 1943 to 1963. According to Nagpur Road Plan, the road classification was based in five categories: national highway, state highway, major district roads, other district roads, and village roads. So, national highway, state highway, MDR, ODR, and VR. Out of all these five categories, the national highway, state highway, and MDR are incurred in a category that is called as metal roads. And the remaining categories such as ODR and VR are categorized into unmetal roads. The recommendations were given, and these recommendations were have three main components such as geometric standard of roads, bridge specification, and highway organizations. There was a formula which was based on total road length, and that includes particular five components such as agricultural areas, non-agricultural areas, number of large villages and towns, number of small villages, and future development. Two categories of road were defined. One is called as metal road and another is one is called as unmetal road. The metal road means the surface of road in which at least minimum size of stones are used. That is called as metal roads. And the unmetal roads are those roads which do not have minimum size of stones used in it. Metal roads, the total length of first category of road. These metal roads are also called as first category of roads. It includes national highway, state highway, and major district roads. And the formula to find the length of these roads is like this. See, these metal roads are also called as category 1 roads. See, this is the first category of roads. It includes NH, SH, and MDR. This is the equation that you need to remember. I will also narrate the shortcut method to remember this equation, but first of all, let us learn the notations. The equation is A by 8 plus B by 32 plus 1.6n plus 80 plus D minus n. Now this A stands for agriculture. See, this A stands for agricultural area. This B stands for non-agricultural area. This N stands for those towns and villages which is having the population range of 2001 to 5000. This T stands for those towns which is having the population more than 5000. This D stands for development allowances, that is the 15 percentage of this value, see this value. And this R stands for existing length of railway track that is already being given in the statement. It is always in kilometer. So this is the equation: A by 8 plus B by 32 plus 1.6n plus 80 plus D minus R. This is the length of first category of road. Now how you can remember this? So this is the method. See, A, B, N, T plus T minus R. This is what you have to do. This is the first stage. Then put 8 over here. This 8 will be transferred over here, so put 8 over here. Now 8 fours are 32, so 32 will be here. Now half value of 32 is 16. If we divide 16 by 10, then it will be 1.6. So A by 8 plus B by 32 plus 1.6n plus 80 plus D minus R. Fine, I repeat it once again. Stay focused. See, it is like this. A, B, N, T plus D minus R. 8 over here, 8 is here, 32 is here, 1.6 is here. Now A means agricultural area, B means non-agricultural area, A means the population having 2001 to 5000, and T stands for the number of towns which is having the population more than 5000. D stands for the development allowances of 15%, the 15% value of this particular thing, and the R stands for the existing length of the railway track. Now let us learn about the second category of road, that is called as unmetal road. To find out the total length of second category of road, Now let us discuss about the another category, that is unmetal category of roads, and to find out the total length of this category of roads the equation is this. See, it includes ODR and VR, means other district roads and village roads. 0.32 V plus 0.8 Q plus 1.6 P plus 3.2 S plus D. Here R is invisible because R is not there. Now, what is the method to remember this? How we can remember this? See, this is the formula V Q P S plus D. Now put 0.32 over here and put this 3.2 over here. Now 0.8 over here, 0.8 to the 1.6. So this is it. This is how you can remember. 0.32V plus 0.8Q plus 1.6P plus 3.2S plus D. I repeat VQPS plus D. 0.32 at first with the multiplication of V. Put that 0.32 in the form of 3.2 and multiply it with the S. 0.8Q, 0.8 to the 1.6. Put that 1.6 with P. So this is how you can remember this equation. This V stands for the villages which is having the population less than 500. Q stands for those villages which is having the population between the range of 500 to 1000. P stands for those villages which is having the population range between 1001 to 2000, and S stands for those villages which is having the population range between 2001 to 5000. See, this is quite tricky, but you have to remember this is less than 500, this is 500, 501, 2000, this is 1001 to 2000, and this is 2001 to 5000, and then this D stands for development allowances, which is the 50 percentage of this total road length, which is calculated for next 20 years. So this is the metal and unmetal road total length of road categories. This is the equation of metal and unmetal road length. Now let us discuss about the salient features of this first 20-year plan. See, this is the first 20-year plan. It was formulated in 1924, 1943. It was one of the part of Chief Engineer Conference which was held in Nagpur. The years of tenure was from 1943 to 1963. The first point of salient feature is that the responsibility of the construction and maintenance of this national highway was assigned to central government. The aim was to provide 2 lakh kilometers of surface road and remaining as the unsurfaced road by the end of 1963. So what was aimed actually is when this target was achieved, the total road length of 5,32,700 kilometers with the density of 16 kilometer road length per 1,000 square kilometer area would be available by the end of 1963. What you need to remember is to provide 2 lakh kilometers of surface road and remaining as the unsurfaced road, and this much of statistical data. Then the formula that we have learned, the formula which is based on metal and unmetal road length, this is majorly initiated with the reference of star and grid pattern of the road network. Star and grid pattern that we are going to learn in the next session. But this is just for a reference that this is based on star and grid pattern of the road network. But at that time, the existing road network was very much irregular, and the obligatory points were not fitting in the geometric pattern. So that was also given due consideration. Then it was also aimed that in developed and agricultural area, 8 kilometer there should be developed an agricultural area within 8 kilometer of metal roads, and in agricultural land grid of 16 kilometer also, so that the maximum distance from the center is only 8 kilometer, and the average distance of the village from the metal road would be less than 3.2 kilometer. So means whenever I am standing over here, the next metal road nearer to me should be not more than 8 kilometers. It is like that. Then second category road means unmetal roads. These are meant to provide internal road system which had linking with the villages with the first category of roads. Then comes the railway track length. Railway track length means R was only considered whenever the decision or the designing of metal road was taken up. So the railway track length was not considered for the second category of road. 15 percentage of development allowances is provided for the future growth of industries and agricultural part for next 20 years. So this is how we can learn the concepts of Nagpur road plan. We have learned the equations of metal road and unmetal road. See, these are the equations of metal road and unmetal road. A by 8 plus B by 32 plus 1.6n plus 80 plus B minus R. And if we discuss about unmetal load, then it is 0.32V plus 0.8 cube plus 1.6P plus 3.2S plus V. Don't get confused, we will discuss about all the examples which are based on this topic in next session. Thank you.